everybody. I'm Anne, a research scientist with Alltech, and today I've got a quick little science project for everyone where we're going to play with polymers. Now, polymers sounds like a big scientific word, but polymers are all around us. The word polymer just comes from Greek, and poly means many, and mer means units. So it's basically just a fancy word for many units. And that's because polymers, when you look at the chemistry of them, they're just made up of these long chains of repeating units of the same thing. Now, one of the characteristics of a lot of polymers around us is that they are stretchy, or they have elasticity. Elasticity, again, a big fancy word, that just means that something can stretch and then return to its original shape. So one of the things that's around us a lot that has elasticity, because it's made out of a special kind of polymer, is a balloon. So we're going to do a little bit of science looking at polymers using balloons today. So all you're going to need for this is a balloon, or several if you want to do this multiple times. You're going to need some sort of a wooden skewer, a bamboo skewer. You could try it with a sharp pencil or something, a toothpick, but the longer skewers make this more fun. And then a little bit of vegetable oil or dish soap. Either one works, and you don't need very much, just a tiny bit. So, all right, are we ready to get started? I'm ready. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to blow up our balloon. So just to review, our balloon is made of a polymer, so it's a long chain unit that can stretch. And it's elastic, which means that when we stop the stretching, which is the air inside causing it to stretch, it returns to its original shape. We're pretty close to it. So if I blow this balloon up and tie it off so that my air is stuck inside, when we look at it closely, you can see that it's not quite the same. The polymers don't stretch the same all over the balloon. The front end and the bottom bit are much darker, where the polymers aren't quite as stretched as they are on the sides. So because these polymers have this stretching ability, that means there's a chance that we can make them stretch and poke a hole in this balloon without popping it. And that is where our skewers come in. Now, I'm going to take your wooden skewer and just do a very light coat of your oil or your dish soap all over it. The whole thing. And wash off your fingers because it's oily. Or sticky if it's your dish soap. And then what you're going to do is very gently down here where it's the darkest, at the very tip of your balloon, very end of your balloon, you're going to gently, super gently, poke your balloon with your skewer. And just like that, you're going to be inside your balloon without popping it. Oh my gosh. And if your skewer is long enough, like mine are, you can go up to the tip of the balloon and come out the other end. And then you have a balloon on a stick, which is pretty much the coolest thing I've done today. Now, the reason we can do that is because we've gently moved aside those polymers that can stretch and move against each other and made space for that stick. And we're using the oil or the dish soap for two reasons. One, it lubricates it a little bit so it helps us slide between those polymer strands. And secondly, it helps us close up our hole a little bit once we've gone through, so that we're not going to lose our air super fast once we have our balloon all on a stick. Now, just to prove to you guys that this is not a special balloon, and it really is all about where you go through the balloon, if I try and do this with my other skewer, that is definitely not the way this works. So it's really all about going through that balloon where those polymers are still not stretched and not yet under tension, and so they can expand and give space for your skewer. That's my quick little bit of science today. I hope you guys have fun playing with balloons. Whether you decide to pop them or skewer them, enjoy your polymers. Bye, everybody.